When you have a sex emergency, who do you call? You know them people over at 911 cannot fix your sex life. What is up, sapiosexuals? Thank you for turning on Sex in South Beach with Dr. Sonjia, America's sex educator. That's me. So the sex situation we're getting into today is all about help for sex emergencies. You know, like, the condom broke and he's HIV positive. Or your partner suddenly comes down with a consistent case of erectile dysfunction. Or your teenager just told you she's having sex this Friday night. Or you can't climax anymore. Or maybe you never could. Maybe your partner wants to open up the relationship. Or you suddenly have severe pain during sex. Or a nagging itch after sex. What about if you have no desire for sex, but you want to get it back? Or you really wish your partner was more endowed. Or you wish your partner was a little tighter down south. And tastier for that matter. And one of the most common challenges of 2022, you promise to give him anal tonight, but you feel like backing out. Of course, that pun was intended. So back to my question. Who do you call when you need help right away for a sexual issue that's not easy to say? Me! At least, that's what all my friends, neighbors, and colleagues have been doing for years. Seriously. I was in a budget meeting the other day when a male senior director said, Dr. Kenya, I think my wife would love to speak with you. Mind if I give her your information? Now that's like me saying to Elon Musk, I think I would like to spend some of your money. Can you give it to me? It happens all the time. Every single day. At the park, in the elevator, when walking down a hallway, when ordering a cocktail. And even though it is extremely rare to deliver or receive effective health interventions without a structured process in place, people still attempt to deal with their sex issues as they're engaged in another area of life without really giving it the proper attention or focus that good sex deserves. Yes, you heard me. Good sex deserves your attention. So if you're not willing to give it attention, don't expect your sex to be good. But I do understand why people take this informal approach to dealing with their sex problems. Look, we are living in a culture of specialized medicine, and for most people who I know, I am the only sexologist that they know. And most Americans have become very, very comfortable going to specialists for different health issues, right? You go to a dermatologist for your skin, a cardiologist for your heart, an ophthalmologist for your eyes, a urologist for your urinary tract conditions, and a sexologist for sexual health. Oh, yes. And another consideration is that while many people do need help for sex issues, they really don't need or want therapy. They simply have a one-time problem and need immediate help figuring out the right thing to do. For example, my gorgeous and brilliant friend in her mid-40s recently texted me in the wee hours of the morning because her date became too aggressive and she needed an immediate STD check. Now, within a few private texts exchanged between her and I, she knew exactly where to go, what medications to ask for to prevent her from getting HIV or pregnant from this jerk, and she knew exactly how to report the bastard as a criminal without putting herself in harm's way. Booyah! All that in less than 5 minutes of texting. Another example is my colleague who cornered me after a work meeting to tell me she's been suffering intense sexual pain for over 5 years, ever since she recovered from ovarian cancer. She was diagnosed right before her wedding, and her husband actually has no idea that sex is painful for her. She said, "I must be a great actress because it is excruciating every single time." And this poor woman had been suffering alone for 5 years. By the end of our short conversation, she knew about non-hormonal treatment options that could reduce sexual pain, rejuvenate the cells in her vulvovaginal region, and the best part is these treatments could be administered during her lunch hour without interfering with her work or her personal life. I saw her a few months later, and she confirmed that the treatment worked and her sex life was getting back on track. Booyah! Another win. Now, my final example for today comes from a male colleague who reached out to ask why the woman he was dating had an unusual and unpleasant odor that prevented him from performing cunnilingus on her. Following our discussion, he knew about the potential physiological reasons this might occur, which could be remedied, and he also knew about the potential risks that such an odor might indicate. Together, we strategized a plan to ease into a meaningful discussion with his partner that would provide information about the source of the odor and potentially associated sexual risks. He knew which tests to request from a physician should they decide to move forward and complete a medical exam. Now, while some people with these types of experiences may need or want therapy to get through the situation, not everybody does. Sometimes people just need a little expert advice to help navigate a sticky sexual situation. And since so many people reach out to me for this type of help, and I no longer offer therapy simply because I don't have the bandwidth to do it with my busy life, I have launched a new service to address all of these concerns: Sessions with Sonjia. Now, this ain't therapy, people. The last time I saw patients on an individual basis was 3 days before I gave birth. Ever since, life has simply become too full to hold office hours for private patients. Nonetheless, there is an overwhelming volume of questions I receive on an informal basis. So, my team has scheduled me to be available for a couple of hours per week to help individuals just like you deal with their sex issues, 15 minutes at a time. Yes, people, my team believes I can fix your sex issue in 15 quick minutes. Well, maybe not fix, but point you in the right direction, as I did with the examples I just described. Here's the deal. In 15 minutes, I'll either fix your issue, refer you to the right health provider who can fix your issue, or suggest we have a slightly longer relationship, never to exceed 3 months. Yeah, baby, I hit him and quit him. Y'all know I'm just playing. What I really do is empower you, my dear, my super intelligent sapiosexual, to handle your own sex problems. I provide you with a specialized education so you feel comfortable taking the next steps to resolve your own sex issues. I am your educated cheerleader, boo. You're the star. And if you want to star in my show, book up a session with Sonjia by simply going to drsonjia.com/sessions and do yourself a favor and grab your spot now, because my team said I only have a couple of hours per week. Humanity makes sense of their sex life, and y'all already know I'm definitely going to need a little break in between helping y'all break someone off, right? You know what I'm saying. And since September is National Sexual Health Month, what better time to launch a practical service that honors and responds to your particular brand of sexual health? All right, now it is time for your climax, where I give you a little something to remember about Sessions with Sonjia. 1. A lot of people have sex problems, and most people deal with them alone. 2. Not everybody with a sex problem wants or needs to go to therapy. 3. Sessions with Sonjia gives meaningful sexual health support in 15 minutes. 4. To book your session, go to drsonjia.com sexologist.com/sessions. Now remember, number 5, sessions with Sonjia is not therapy, boo. It is sex ed for action-oriented adults who want to improve their sex life. People just like you. Booyah! I am Dr. Sonjia, and I am here to help you achieve the sex life you have been dreaming about. Yes, indeed. For your daily dose of nooky knowledge, check me out on all the social media networks. That's Dr. Sonjia, DrSonjia, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Come on, baby. What you waiting for? You know you want to link up. Y'all, I had so much fun chatting you up today, and I cannot wait to do it again next time at Sex in South Beach, where everyone comes for happier, healthier sex. Have you tried Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil? This organic moisturizer hydrates skin, smells amazing, and attracts romantic attention. Plus, Sense naturally stops mosquitoes from biting your beautiful body. Because being eaten should feel good, smell good, feel good with Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil. Get yours on Amazon or sensebodyoil.com. SENSE bodyoil.com.